Robert E. Plant, what's going on, brother? Boyd is showing you full. Okay, yeah, it's probably gonna chop my head off a little bit because I've got YouTube set up to be centered, and Facebook is kind of, just doing its own thing. And my setup is a little janky over there with my Facebook. Let's see if I can elevate it a little bit. Let's see. I'll do this without really jacking something up. All right, so we'll just have to work with it like that. Maybe I raised it up just a little bit, but now I might have undercompensated because. All right. I think, let me do one more adjustment real quick. All right, so we officially just gonna make it do what it does. So I got YouTube here, I got Facebook here. So if I'm not looking directly at you because I'm just trying to work this thing out, man. I'm trying to teach as many people as I can at the same time. So yeah, it looks like my head is over. Then I've got my monitor over here to see your comments. It says, how about intelligence as a technology and financial asset? Absolutely. Yeah. In fact, it's the number one form of wealth is intelligence. The number one form of wealth is intelligence. Yeah, appreciate that, Robert. So basically, for those of you who do not know me, I am H. Cortez, also known as the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, where I do my absolute best to bring practical, proven wealth building strategies to working men and women all over this great nation of ours. Truly an honor, a privilege, and a blessing to come to you every day, man, and share with you what it is I believe in my heart is one of the main solutions to our conditions as Black people in America and abroad. We've got to get money as an issue out of the way, just point blank and period, man. You got to get money as an issue out of the way. And I have a solution on how to do that. I'm going to show you how we do that from scratch. Doesn't matter if you don't have a lot of money. That's what I mean by from scratch. We all have intelligence. We all have creativity. We all have gifts, talents, and special abilities that God has given us. And that's all it takes, y'all. Right? If you got some drive, some ambition to go along with the gifts, talents, and creativity that God has given you, you can build wealth from scratch. So let's talk about how to do that. First, you have to understand that the number one thing that you want to do is take inventory of those gifts, talents, and special abilities. Everybody is an expert at something, right? And not only are you an expert at that, you know people who are making money doing the same things that you're an expert at, and you know that you're better at doing that thing than those people. Question is, why aren't you making money doing that? I'm a youth basketball coach and trainer, and for years I volunteered, gave my services away for free, while at the same time I was paying someone else to train my sons, right? I was paying to have them go to some camps and work with some other trainers, but I'm a trainer myself, but I was volunteering. I didn't see the value in the things that I was bringing to the table. Well, now I get paid to train kids, right? I was paying someone to do something that I'm equally as good at or better because I didn't understand the power of putting a premium on my services. I didn't understand how wealth is really built in this country. Wealth is built from gifts, talents, and special abilities. That's why your employer is paying you to do work for them, right? That's why your employer is paying you to do work, because they recognize your gifts and your talents, and they are leasing those from you for pennies on a dollar. If you took your own gifts and talents and put them to work for yourself, you'd make more of the money. So entrepreneurship is definitely the way to go. But a lot of people, when they think about starting a business, they think about finished products. They think about Walmart. They think about Best Buy. They think about Google, Apple, Amazon. All of these companies are finished products, right? You don't see the Jeff Bezos when he was building the Amazon website out of a small apartment, right? And he was thinking to himself, this is going to be a global brand recognized all over the world. But we didn't see that. All we see is what Amazon is today, right? So never despise humble beginnings. First thing you got to understand is, because we are in America, how you make your money in America determines how you're taxed in America. All right. So why am I talking about taxes? Because inflation, taxes, debt, and because these are the 4 challenges that you have to overcome if you're going to have success. Inflation, taxes, debt, and a low, I'll put low, financial IQ is what's stopping you from building generational Black wealth right now today. These are the things that are stopping you from building generational wealth today. Inflation, taxes, debt, and a low financial IQ. So how do we solve for those things and build Black wealth? First of all, understand that how you make your money in America determines how you're taxed. So if you make your money on a job, that's considered tax code W-2. If you make your money with a 1099, that's the tax code for business owners. If you make your money with investments, well, you're actually paying less taxes than all. On your job, you're taxed anywhere from 28 to 33% on average. As a business, the net effect of business, because of tax write-offs, is 18 to 23%. And then investors will pay less than 15% in taxes. Again, if you recognize that as your biggest expense, and you're losing 1/3 of your income before you even see it, can you see why we're going to have a problem building wealth? First of all, our entire world that we've created for ourselves is based on our gross income, and we don't even bring that home, right? When you go get a car loan, what do they ask you for? What do you gross? You go get a mortgage, what do they ask you for? What's your gross income? You go and get any other finance, they ask you for your gross. So they set your financing up based on a dollar amount that you don't even see. So that's putting you behind the 8 ball off the bat, right? So what you want to understand is, if I start a business, then that will help me with what's called cash flow management. See, in America, most Black people have cash flow. You're working a job, you got a side hustle. Cash flow ain't the problem. I'm sorry, income ain't the problem. We know how to get money. We some of the money getting people on the planet. Cash flow is the problem because too much of our cash is flowing away from us. So if you start a business, the first place you can affect cash flow is with Uncle Sam. You guys know on your job, when you fill out your W-4 form, that form that told your employer how much money to keep out of your paycheck, there's 2 pages to that form. When you start a business, you can fill out page 2 that says, hey, I'm a business owner now. And your employer says, based on your current situation, we're going to take less money out of your check. Or in other words, you can give yourself a pay raise of anywhere from $200 to $600 per month just by using this strategy. Right? Start a business. adjust your W-4 form. That's going to bring anywhere from $200 to $600 per month back into your household. We call that this part of our strategy. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. 1, minimize taxes. So the first way you minimize taxes is through adjusting the W-4 form once you have a business. Can anybody use an extra $200 to $600 per month? Can anybody use an extra $200 to $600 per month? In fact, if you're on the stream right now and you're already part of our network, then I want you to put the dollar amount that you saw increase in your cash flow from this one strategy alone. For me, it was $270 per month. If you're already part of the network, let me use you as a testimony. Put the dollar amount that your cash flow increased when we use this first strategy on you. It was $270 per month for me. Langston said he could use an extra $200 to $600. Well, Langston, you're probably overpaying your taxes. Take one of your gifts, talents, or special abilities and then turn it into a business. If you do not know how to do that, then I'll show you how you can partner with us and have your own business so that you can get this increase in your take-home pay. Right? That's one. Minimize your taxes. Now, because we teach tax minimization, we're going to show you how to bring some extra money back into your household. How about then taking this $200 to $600 to eliminate debt, right? It's an average $750 a month in 15 minutes, right? Now, again, debt is another one of those things that's killing us. What we're doing, most Americans are paying $1,500 per month in interest payments alone on their debt. And if we're all living paycheck to paycheck, right? That means we don't have the money to pay off the debt. We're only paying on the debt. We're just servicing the debt. Well, you take an extra $300 that comes back from adjusting your W-4 and you use that to pay on your car note. Get your car note the regular $400 a month, and then you add to them the new money you just got back because you started a business, and now you give them $300 a month towards the principal every month. See, what we're doing is, if we're going to build generational wealth, we've got to free up more of this. Got to get money. And sometimes we think we don't have time to go out and build a business, sell a product to make more money. Okay, I get you. Life is happening around and to all of us. How about free up cash flow from the money you're already making? So strategy 1 is start a business. Don't matter what business you start. Don't take much, man. Go to your Secretary of State office and register a fictitious name. Go to the IRS.gov, get a free EIN number, and you're in business. Go to Weebly.com. You can build a free website. Right? So now you're in business. I took my basketball coaching and training and turned it into Solid Foundation Athletic Academy. Right? Build a business around it. Now I get to adjust my W-4 on my job. Brought back an extra $270 a month. Use that to start eliminating debt. Now, because I understand that to build wealth is more about cash flow and less about income, now I want to start making sure that I minimize expenses. See, look at where your money is currently going. Look at where your money currently is currently going, and bring that money back. I cut out cable and got me a Fire Stick. That brought almost $100 a month back into the household, right? Had some subscriptions to some stuff that I wasn't even using. That brought money back into my household. Why? To add to debt elimination, right? See, you got to get cash flow management in your sights, in your crosshairs. Understand that you got money, but other people are beating you to it. And because they're beating you to it, you're not able to build wealth for your family because you're too busy building wealth for their family, right? The banker's family you're building wealth for, Louis Vuitton, Phil Knight, McDonald's, Ray Kroc and his family, Sam Walton and his family, because of what you do with your money. Understand that you got to get your cash flow under control. And that is the biggest part of what we do. We teach people about cash flow management. The fourth thing is, now, for those of you who do not have a business idea that you can execute yourself, I will show you how to jump into business with us for just $35 to start, $50 a month, and you're in business, man. Complete website, everything you need is already intact for you. But credit fix is number 4. How does credit fix go along with cash flow management? Because you're already in debt. You've already financed your car. You've already got credit cards. You've already been in student loans. You already got furniture loans and all that kind of stuff. Well, why does credit go under cash flow management? Because chances are you got into those debts when your credit was not the best. Get that credit score over 750, and now you can go refinance all that debt. Car loan was 500. Refinance it down to 300. What did that do? That freed up another $200 that I can use for debt elimination. Student loan payments were $300 per month. Fixed my credit, refinance, renegotiated with them. Now they got me down to $150 a month. That increased another $150 in cash flow that I can use for debt elimination. Mortgage, interest rate kind of crazy. Refinance, I fixed my credit, refinance my mortgage loan. House payment went from $1,200 a month to $900 a month, freed up $300 so I can continue debt elimination. Right? Cash flow management is where it all begins. So let me know if you follow me so far. Who needs a new cash flow management strategy? Put cash flow management in the chat if you're feeling this as a cash flow management strategy. Put cash flow management in the chat if you're feeling this as a sound strategy to free up some money to start building some long-term wealth. Because once you do this and get yourself out of debt, imagine you don't have a mortgage. That's $1,200, $1,300, $1,500, $900, $800 a month going out to somebody else. Get the mortgage paid off. Look at a car note, $300, $400, $500 a month going to a car note. Well, what if you didn't have a car note? That's $500, $600 a month that you could be using for your own debt. I mean, using to build wealth for yourself. Imagine if you didn't have credit cards, paying them $200, $300 a month. Imagine those things were paid off and you only use them when you needed them. That's about $2,000 right there. Do you know what you can do with $2,000 per month if you knew investment strategies and where to put that money? I'm talking about inside a single generation, less than 20 years, you could have wealth for your entire family. Your grandchildren can inherit 7 figures if you had a way to eliminate your debt. All right, so we got some cash flow management. People are saying, okay, cash flow management makes a lot of sense to me. All right, so that's phase 1. Start a business. We're talking about building wealth from scratch. You can join our business or you don't have to. Just understand the strategy of having a business that you run from your home, right? Some of you guys bake. Some of you guys clean. Some of you guys are mechanics. Some of you guys are handymen and carpenters. Right? You're doing that for other companies and never thought to do it for yourself. Create your own business, form your LLC if you need to, and start running your business from your home, because now we get into strategy number 2, which is running your business to generate business income, right? The reason this is important is because we all got bills that we pay every month, right? You pay somebody something to live. Every single month. You pay a cell phone bill, you pay an internet bill, vehicle, you got miles you're putting on your car or maintenance. What else? You're going to do some travel. Most people don't consider it travel because we might just ride down south, or we might just ride a couple hours over within our state, and we don't consider that travel. But you're doing it, and it's an expense, right? And then one of our biggest expenses is those little whippersnappers, those little people that run around your house calling you mama and daddy. So if the taxes don't come out your check, wouldn't you have to pay more taxes later? All right, table that question for me, Kim. We're going to keep that in mind. She said, if the taxes don't come out of your check, wouldn't you have to pay taxes later? And the simple answer is yes, if you don't have a strategy. But if you have a business and a strategy, you minimize the amount that you have to pay based on being able to write off business expenses, which is the phase that we're talking about right now. So now, because I have a business that I run from my home, the things that I spend money on every month to live in my home, some of that stuff becomes a tax write-off. Who wouldn't mind being able to write off a portion of their light bill, a portion of their rent, a portion of their gas bill, a portion of the trash bill, a portion of the lawn service, right? Who wouldn't mind being able to write off some of that stuff, right? Now, who wouldn't mind being able to write off your cell phone bill? My cell phone bill is about 85% tax deductible. 85% of the time I'm on my phone is for business. 15% of the time I'm talking to my wife and my kids and doing personal stuff, right? Who wouldn't want to write off their internet service, right? I'm streaming right now using my internet for business right now. So my internet service is also about 85% tax deductible. Bills that you have every single month. But now because I run a business out of my home, some of those bills become partially tax deductible. Money that otherwise would be going to Uncle Sam, right? What about miles I put on my car? Well, I have a marketing business, so I go and I travel and I promote my business. I got a car magnet on my car, so now the miles that I put on my car are a tax write-off, right? I have an athletic training business, so when I go to basketball games and sporting events, where my sons happen to be playing ball, I pass out some flyers, and now that expense becomes a tax write-off for me. Are you guys starting to get it? You starting to see it? You're starting to get it, and you're starting to see it that, hey, if one of my biggest expenses is taxes, and because of taxes, it has led me to getting in debt, I need a business to minimize my taxes. I take the tax savings so I can eliminate debt. You guys starting to follow how this is going? See, we say, man, wealthy people don't hardly pay no taxes. Business owners don't hardly pay no taxes, right? Wealthy people don't pay their share in taxes. But what we neglect to realize is that's how they got wealthy in the first place, right? Who's heard that? Wealthy people don't pay no taxes. The rich people don't pay taxes. That's true, but that's also how they got rich in the first place, by minimizing their taxes, right? What about travel? Who did travel over the holidays? Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, went back home, saw your family, right? What if you had a business, and when you do that travel, you promote your business? Now a lot of those expenses become tax write-offs. See, we're talking about when you have a business, you get to create what's called a tax deductible lifestyle. Ezra, I appreciate that. Rashad, what's going on, bro? Because I have a marketing business, my clothes are tax write-offs. What does that say on my shirt? That's one of my brands, Financial Health Mentor, right? So I can write the cost of this shirt off as a uniform, as a marketing piece, because it has my logo on the front. It has what I do on the back, right? What about your kids? You ever thought about writing your kids' expenses off too? See, when I create a tax deductible lifestyle for myself, by default, I also created a tax deductible lifestyle for my children. Well, how does it work? I can put my children to work for me in my business. Oftentimes, they help me with equipment. They help me train other kids. I have them demonstrating exercises in front of the kids I train and all that stuff. So when I pay them a salary for working in that business, whenever you pay wages, it's always a tax write-off for the business owner. It doesn't matter that I'm paying the wages to my children. So here's how this would look for you. You got a job. Today is Friday. It's payday. You took $100 out of your paycheck and you put it into your business account. You put that $100 into your business account, and then because it's payday Friday for you, it's also payday Friday for your children. Your children worked in your business the last couple of weeks, and now you got 2 kids, and you pay each of them $50 every 2 weeks. You get to write that off. They get to take the $50 and go get their activity pass at school, right? My son just had to buy a prep pass or something, right? That's a tax write-off. They take the money that you paid them, and then they pay their club fees to play basketball. They pay their dance fees. They pay their cheerleading fees. They pay their chess club fees. Whatever they're into, you just created a tax deductible lifestyle for them. Even if I paid them that $100 and then I told them, y'all responsible for buying groceries for the house this week. I'm the custodial parent on their bank accounts. I get to say what happens with the money that they get paid. So the money came from my job, ran through my business, 1099 because I have a business, and now it goes to the same place that it was going if I didn't have a business. See, whether I had a business or not, I was going to give my money to my son the money for his activity pass, whether I have a business or not. Whether I have a business or not, when my son needs new shoes, I'm going to buy them new shoes, whether I have a business or not. But because I have a business, now the money flows straight through my business and into my children, and they get to spend the money that I was going to spend on them anyway, but now it's tax deductible, right? Have you guys ever been to an Asian restaurant or a beauty supply store and they got their children behind the register? Yeah, the game is so sweet, right? And this is why I'm trying to teach people how to play it, because once you learn how to play it, then you learn to dominate. How many of you guys have seen, you go to the Asian restaurant, Chinaman is what we call them here in St. Louis, and you go in and they got a child taking your order. Or you go into the beauty supply store and they've got their child working behind the register. Sometimes the child isn't even working. They're just there doing their homework. Well, guess what? They're on the clock and they're shifting income. They're shifting income. That's why I just learned something. I don't have kids, but thanks for the knowledge. Appreciate that, Carlton. Appreciate that. But Carlton, you know people who do have children, man. We're looking for crusaders who want to join our movement, learn these strategies, and teach other people, and we pay you very well to do so. So paying your kids in business is another great strategy. Finally, we're doing all of those things so that we can ultimately get over here and start investing. I don't care if it's real estate. I don't care if it's crypto. I don't care if it's precious metals. I don't care if it's other traditional businesses. I don't care if it's paper assets. Doesn't matter what your method of building wealth is going to be. You need to understand how to free up cash flow so that you can start getting that cash flow to grow and build generational wealth. Like I said, I got 3 teenagers. You need to join our movement or start a business and start putting them to work. All right. So Console said, how can you profit with us? I'm going to show you here in a second, Console. I appreciate that. So, but I want you to get that this is the strategy. We call this income shifting. In the Black Wealth Movement, we call this income shifting. So these are the places that money was going. And then sometimes we call this one big business. So I'm shifting my money back from these places that's getting it from me. Say, give your money a job. Absolutely. I'm shifting my money back to my household because without a business, a third of my money is going to Uncle Sam on the front end. And then I have to wait a whole year to see if he's going to give me any of it back. Right? Without a business, because my money, a third of my money went to Uncle Sam, I took another portion of my money is going out to interest payments on debt because I'm trying to get back to the lifestyle that my income say I should have. I have a $50,000 a year job. I only bring home 32, but I'm trying to live a $50,000 lifestyle because that's what it says on my check stub. You understand? So in order for me to get from 32 back to 50, I have to go borrow 18. Because my expenses is out of balance, because I feel like I only work just to pay bills, every time I get a chance to celebrate, I go overboard. Spend too much money on the Super Bowl party. Spend too much money on Christmas. Big business. So we want to teach you how to shift your money back to your own household. Start a business. You start shifting some of this 18 to 33% back into your household. Use that money to eliminate debt. Now the money that was going out in those interest payments comes back into your household. Recognize how big business has studied you and got you spending your money all willy-nilly, and bring that money back into your household. Fix your credit so you can lower the interest rate on the debt that you do have to get into. You don't pay as much for that debt, and now that money comes back into your house. So your money came back from the Uncle Sam, it came back from the banks via debt, and it came back from big business because you lowered your expenses, right? And once you do that and you free up your cash flow, then you can tackle inflation. Why can't we tackle inflation? Because the money that we're making on our jobs do not grow fast enough to outpace inflation. Before I was able to walk away from my job, man, the last raise I got was 1.75%. Inflation historically has grown at least 2% for the last 100 years. So did I get a raise or did I lose money? See, we got to understand that the cost of living doubles every 18 to 24 years. Let me ask you something. If you stay on your job, if you're lucky enough to stay on your job and you have no interruptions, can you without a shadow of a doubt say that your income is going to double in the next 20 years? Most people can't. Because they don't pay you well enough to keep your increases in your income to keep up with inflation. So in 20 years, what are you going to find yourself doing? Struggling. Even with your good job. Healthcare is going to double. Daycare is going to double. Gas prices are going to double. Food prices are going to double. Clothing is going to double. Cars, houses, all that stuff is going to double. But your income ain't. Unless you're doing something different than everybody else. So when we start investing our money because we freed up this cash flow, now we can put our money in places where it will grow faster than the rate of inflation. That's the only way you can tackle inflation. My favorite investment right now is my private equity businesses. I only invest in my business. Do I know some places that you can go get 15% rate of return on your money? I do. But when I bring somebody into my business and I coach them and I teach them how to do this, I get way more than a 15% return on my investment. So don't discount private equity business as a way to invest. Council said, how do you profit with us? Let me show you how our system pays out. Now, for those of you who don't know, I say it all the time, our system, we use a network marketing payout system. So if you don't like network marketing, this ain't gonna be for you. Right? It says like once we feel like we can catch up, prices go up. Yep, feels like a rat in the wheel, a never-ending cycle. That's why you need these strategies, Ruby. That's why these strategies work. So here's how it goes for anybody who's seen network marketing. Then you know that I'm drawing circles on the board. So this is you. How our system pays out is first person that you introduce to our income shifting membership, company is going to pay you $10. Second person, company is going to pay you $10. Third person opens up what's called your base shop. And once your base shop is open, the third person you introduce, the company is going to pay you $35. Right? And then every person that you introduce personally going forward, company is going to pay you $35. 35, 35, 35, 35, 35. But here's where network marketing really outpaces a lot of other businesses, even one that you can create your own. Because if I wasn't in a network marketing business, my athletic training business, for instance, every time I train a client, I get paid. Some of my clients are on monthly memberships. They pay me, but guess what? When they stop coming, I stop getting paid. With network marketing, you get to create leveraged income. So when this person brings their first person on, they're going to earn $10. Same way you earned $10 when you brought your first person on. When they bring their first person on, they earn $10. Well, guess what? You're going to earn a $25 override because you're the one who introduced them to what we do. When they bring their second person on, they're going to earn $10. Same way you earned $10 when you brought your second person on. And then another $25 override is created. And that also goes to you. Well, guess what? If this person continues to teach what we do, everybody's first two people in this line of sponsorship is going to create that same $25 override, and all of that goes to you. In order for this person to stop that from happening, they have to get their third person. They're going to get $35, and then all of the first 25s from this group is going to go to this person. Cool little system, man. Company pays out very, very well. Outside of that, the company also pays anywhere from $3, $5, $7, and $8 monthly commissions to go along with that stuff. If you like to sell products, all of our tools that you get in your income shifting membership can also be sold independently. Our Smart Money Credit Education program is really popular. It retails for $100. You can earn up to $50 in commission for every one of those that you sell. But our primary focus is not on sales strategy. Our primary focus is on financial education and income shifting strategy, right? I'll say I like that because I'm already well-versed in financial principles. Yeah, so this is a system that you can plug people into, Console, and you not only get to leverage the system, but you get to leverage me. So you can tag people in this presentation right now, and chances are, because of your credibility in the financial world, they're going to say, hey, if Console said, take a look at this financial health mentor dude, I'm going to take a look at it. Right? So we got a solid income. And if you go to moreinfo.joincorteznow.com, you will see the full version of the compensation plan and how this thing really works and how it all comes together. So looks like YouTube is flaking out on me. or is it just my tablet flaking out on me? But that's it for today's Lunch and Learn, man. I mean, I can show you how, if, for instance, I do this for my mom. So this is my mom, right? Now, my mom suffered a stroke about 4 or 5 years ago, so she's partially paralyzed on one side of her body, so she can't work anymore. Right now, she gets about $1,000 a month in SSI, right? More info. Yeah, more info.joincorteznow.com. It's in the description of this video as well, Console. More info.joincorteznow.com. So she gets about $1,000 a month in Social Security disability income, right? You guys following me? Now, because I love what we do, I start building a team for my mom. My mom has right now, I don't know, almost, I think she's near 50 people right now on her team. That means she's in what we call EVP Gold in this opportunity. So as an EVP Gold, for most of these people on her team, she's going to earn $3 per month in residual income. The other thing that she earns as an EVP Gold is she earns a $12 and a $7.50 override anytime anybody joins her team anywhere. Now, if she puts them on, she earns $35. If somebody in her base shop puts somebody on, she earns $25. But anybody anywhere else in our organization, the least amount she's going to make in an override is $7.50. So now I'm able to supplement my mom's $1,000 SSI income by building her a business team. And of course, since she's on my team, every time somebody goes on her team, I earn $12.50. Now, at this point, our network is exploding, but I'm looking for some real go-getters, man. We're nearly 500 strong right now, and I'm trying to double that number in the next 3 months. So if you have $35 per month, so that you can do your research, let me show you who the company is, and you can go do your own research and then get back with me. The company is called MyEcon. It's a Black-owned company based out of Atlanta, Georgia. They give you all the financial tools and resources. This entire education that I'm spitting today came from them. So MyEcon out of Atlanta, Georgia, $35 to start. And if you're going to run your business, it's going to cost you about $50 per month. I think that's popcorn and peanut money for somebody who seriously wants to build generational wealth. $35, you can get started today. Remember, when you start a business, you can adjust your W-4 on your job, and that's going to bring back to $600 per month. Therefore, our number one strategy gets you the money so that the business pays for itself. So has anyone on the stream right now heard enough to say, you know what? I never cared too much for network marketing, man, but this education, man, I can't pass up for $35 to start $50 a month. These strategies alone will make you wealthy, whether you can recruit or sell products or not. All you have to do is make an attempt, and you get all of those write-offs. You get all of those benefits. Who here says, you know what, Cortez, I need this in my life? I want to know who's ready to join me right now and get working. So I don't need the $50 option to profit with the network. If you already have some stuff going on, the $50 part is it's $35 per month, but it becomes $50 per month because you either sell a product or you buy a product from yourself, right? So Console says he's willing. So if you go to moreinfo.joincorteznow.com, everything you need to get registered is right there. Anybody else? Hey, I've seen enough. Not just here. See, some of you saying, I've seen enough here in this presentation to make me want to make a decision. No, I'm talking about the people. I've seen enough in life. I've seen enough in my job. I've seen enough in my parents working their fingers to the bone to realize that ain't going to cut it for me. Right? Some of you saying, thanks, definitely need this in my life. Carlton, is that a commitment? Yes, I want to join, or still thinking about it. I'm looking for people who want to get started now. You can leverage this video right now. Once you get signed up, you can send this video in somebody's inbox and say, dude, got some serious game about building wealth. I want to build wealth with you. I want you on my team. Let's roll. Who else is committed to getting this going? He says, I came in late. What is the product? The product is financial education. The product is wealth building strategies primarily, but then we do have tangible digital products. We have a cash flow manager software. So let me do this right here. So your income shifting membership includes, because we teach you how to minimize your taxes, then the IRS says you need record keeping to make this happen. So you're going to need our cash flow manager. Is a software that I use on my phone, and it keeps my business expenses intact. All right, you're going to get our smart money kit, which is the do-it-yourself credit education program. All the letters, everything you need to fix your own credit comes in this kit. You're going to get identity theft protection so that you can start protecting your identity as you continue to gain and grow in wealth. You're going to get free and discount legal services. You're going to get tax preparation and advice. You're going to get your own cashback mall so that as you're spending money with those businesses that you normally spend with, take your money, instead of buying at Walmart at the store, you can run your whole household budget through Walmart in your own cashback mall, get some cash back and earn some money, but you're going to save because you're spending with your own business, right? The income shifting education, you're going to get your own website, your own back office, discounts on travel, cash flow, strategies. If you want to learn how to put your game plan together for building wealth, you want to know how to systematically eliminate your debt, we got you. That's included in the software package. Let's see, what else? Key logging defense system. Right? But again, these are ancillary products that you will be using in your wealth building game plan. All of these products can be sold separately to make some extra money, but what we primarily sell is the ISM, which is the membership, the whole package. Get a $200 to $600 pay raise, use our software for debt elimination, get yourself out of debt, and then we teach you how investments work. All right, so we got Console, we got Carlton. Anybody else seen enough and say, you know what, for $35 a month, I'll at least try it? Anybody else? You need a new money strategy, man. I don't think you can deny that this works. Now, you may be saying to yourself, I just really don't like the network marketing part. That's fine. Start a business on your own. Go get a couple books on tax deductions and all that kind of stuff. Learn how to do this on your own, but the strategy is absolutely valid. But it just makes sense that if you can plug into a system that already exists, you can plug into some coaching and mentorship that already exists, why not? Why not? That makes sense. It says, what if I already own a business? Then you don't have to work this as a business. You keep your primary business, but we're going to teach you how to use the education, the software, write everything off, how to pay your children properly. You're still going to be able to plug into the education, even if you have a business. But even if you have a business, there's nothing wrong with another stream of income teaching people this. There's nothing wrong with earning some leverage income in conjunction with your current business. Where do you stand with your investments? Or have you already learned how to invest the profits from your existing business? So that's another strategy that we teach business owners. Okay, so you know about some of the tax write-offs as a business owner, right? Also know this, that a brick and mortar business is different than a home-based business. Brick and mortar businesses have certain write-offs that a home-based business don't have, and a home-based business has certain write-offs that a brick and mortar business can't. So you can actually add to the amount of write-offs that you have, right? Since I'm already doing a network marketing business. Okay, so if you're already doing a network marketing business, chances are they're not teaching you what I just taught you today. So joining our network gets you the education and the strategies to apply to your current network marketing business. That makes sense? So if you're already doing network marketing, there's no clash. Chances are they're just not teaching you what I just taught you here today. And really, you're in position to do what I taught you here today. The question is, can you source out on your own the education on how to do it? Now, if you go watch my videos on my channel, I teach this stuff all day, every day. So you can put together what we do from watching our videos, right? But if you want the tools, if you want continued education and mentorship, you want to join a network that's going to help hold you accountable, push, pull, and help you have success, then that's what you would be paying for, since you already have another network marketing opportunity, right? And it's not a matter of you jumping ship and jumping over here. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, in addition to what you currently have, add a financial education so that you can make that business stronger, make that business more profitable. Anybody else? So I got 2 people ready to join the team today. Anybody else? Yeah, so if they teach it, then it sounds like you're pretty set. See, if they already teach it and you're successful in that business, then I wouldn't say add this. See, you can't, it takes singular focus to have success. So you wouldn't add this and that and try to build them both. Otherwise, you wouldn't build either one of them. So I would say, if they already teach this and you believe in that company and their products, and that's your passion, then just go hard doing that and make sure you apply the strategies. Now, if there's something here that we're teaching and they're not, then for $35 per month, we can coach you on the missing pieces, right? We can coach you on the missing pieces. But you wouldn't come over here to build this and be trying to build that. I don't think that will work. But if you want to come over here and get educated on what we do and how we do it to enhance that, that could work. That could work. Anybody else? All right, so let me connect with Console. And I think it was Carlton who said that they are ready. And if anybody else wants to join me, or if someone shared this with you, connect with that person who shared this with you, and they can help you get started all the same. We're all part of the same company, the same movement. So you joining with them still gets me as a coach or a mentor. So it's all good, man. Wherever you're seeing this at, whoever shared this with you, get in touch with them and say, hey, I like what y'all doing. I see this as a way to build wealth for myself personally. And if enough of us do this in our community, we can come together and start practicing real group economics and start buying back the block and taking this thing to a whole new level. So I'm your man, H. Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur. So I'll talk to you next time. Get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve it. Peace out, y'all.